A warm greetings to the model leader. Today I am here to present my entrepreneurial project on Beverly Clothings, and the logo stand out. It stands for the customized products that I am going to offer here. This is the B plan, and the structure for my B plan is like this. First I am going to discuss the business background, then the company summary and the ownership. Then I am going to tell about the product portfolio, that what my product is actually. Then about the methodology and the data collection, how I have collected the data. Then I'm going to tell about the market analysis by discussing the business model, by doing the SWOT analysis, and by also doing the Porter's 5 forces. After that, I'll be discussing the marketing strategy, and I'll be analyzing the business aspects of the finance, and then I'll be concluding it. Now, talking about the background of the e-commerce, this company is based in India. As you know that India is a diverse country with a population of 1.21 million. Here the apparel industry is growing at a huge amount due to the influx of foreign direct investments, and there are very less regulations for the new startups currently. The compounded annual growth rate increase in the fashion market is approximately 189 million US dollars. E-commerce is actually, as we know that in the last decade, the e-commerce has changed the way people tend to shop online. Just in the news about 1 month back, Flipkart had done a sale of 200 million in the Diwali month. The other big players that are operating in India right now are Amazon India, Snapdeal and Myntra. Myntra is now owned by Flipkart because of the competitive edge. Now, talking about my company is Beverly Clothings. It is a private limited company which is based in South Mumbai, India. As we know that Mumbai is a financial hub and it's the fashion capital of the country, so I'm planning to start my startup over there. The USP of my product would be, it's a one single brand retail store which will offer the best quality fabrics as well as the customized products. There will be also one retail shop open in the mall which will provide the physical presence for a good customer experience. This is the product portfolio. The main Beverly Clothing is divided into two parts. One is Beverly Boulevard and the other is Beverly Downtown. This Beverly Boulevard is a limited product line, whereas Beverly Downtown is a premium class. As you can see here, the two differentiators. In the Beverly Boulevard, the local store will act as the physical presence. It will create the brand value, and it is targeted at the young professionals who are looking for formal and casual wear. Whereas the Beverly Downtown, it is for the customized and home delivered products, and it is targeted at the high net worth individuals who are living in South Mumbai right now. And the quality and the customizing options will be quite high in this one. For the data collection in this, I have actually conducted a survey. As we know that data collections are of two types, qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis. Qualitative analysis generally focuses on the focus groups, individual interviews and participation. As we know that qualitative analysis is quite difficult to hold up as you need a lot of time. Quantitative analysis, you need a lot of people to participate in that. It can be done through interviews, surveys or polls. The data collection actually is quite quite important because it gives the understanding of the market preference, what the market needs right now and what are the current trends. I have done an online survey in the sample group of 500 people, out of which 104 of them participated in them. It was done on the social media platform Facebook. There are reasonable deductions that can be taken out from them. The two main were that the maximum of the sample group were in the working class and they preferred customization as an option. This, as you can see in the chart, when I asked the question about the shopping preferences, it can be seen here that the chain store has the highest shopping preferences. So this can be used as an advantage for the single retail store, where we can give them a good customer experience plus provide them catalogs and brochures of both the brands, provide them an fabric exposure, Plus, as we can see that there are also customers who are going to boutiques. These boutiques are the people who actually want the customized products, so they can be targeted for this as well. The other important question that was asked was whether they would like the online customization option. And as you can see from the polls that 45% of them did give it for the yes, and we can see that almost 40% of them were for maybe. So I think that 50% of the 40, that is about 20% of them, can be converted into this customization option. Now, doing the market analysis. First, here as we can see the business model for the Beverly Clothings, it is direct basic model of business to consumer model. Here the order is taken by the online website by the customer, and there is a process between retail store and online website where the retail store supplies after the order from the online website. Now I have done the SWOT analysis for the same. As we can see that there are 4 factors for the SWOT analysis. The strengths and weakness comes under internal analysis, and the opportunities and threats in the external analysis. The strengths, as we can discuss in this one, is that since we have an online platform for our product, it's a 24/7, 365 days portal. It's always functional. The second is it's a single brand and it provides very high quality with the option of customization. Since it has an online base, it can have a very great mass reach, and we can also collect a lot of data through them, which we can use later on to create our own catalogs. The physical presence of the brand in the retail store will give the brand recognition as well as the customer experience. Talking about the weaknesses, as we can see there are four main weaknesses. It's for a startup, it's quite difficult to get the initial customer base, and the operational cost effectiveness may not be there because sometimes it happens that the customer returns the goods if they don't like it. So, and it's also delivery dependent, as if the shipment is late, you might lose to the customers. There is a very cutthroat competition in the e-commerce as well right now, so you have to be up on the mark. The external analysis, there are 2 main factors in the opportunities. If you use social media as your main platform for using Facebook, Instagram to gain customer base, you can actually have more followers who follow you, so they can follow the trends. You can tie up with famous fashion bloggers to advertise in their websites. And the complementary products sites like the bags, the shoes, they can have the advertising of our sites, so it would help in getting more customers. The main 2 threats here is the fierce competition and the online transaction privacy. I've also done the Porter's 5 forces. As we can see that the 5 forces are threat of new entries, rivalry among existing competitors, bargaining power, suppliers, and threat of substitute products. So when we have done the Porter's 5 forces on Beverly Clothing, it could be seen that the supplier power in this is very less, as the industry is online, so you can easily pick and choose the suppliers. But the buyer power is very big because they have the option of choosing from whom they have to buy. So the competitive rivalry is quite fierce, but since we are giving them a very unique product, we are still out of this. The only main concern for this is the threat of new entry, as the government in India provides 51% FDI to multi-brands and 100% FDI to single brands to come and start a new business. Whereas the threat of substitutes for this one currently is the boutiques and the physical store. But as we can see in the long run, the boutiques and physical store would not be that much used, as online transactions are quite easy to carry out and they save time, money and energy. And that's the new big thing now. Now talking about the marketing strategy, the main marketing strategy adopted by the Beverly Clothing is into digital marketing. Since it's a startup, there's not much money to fund in, so digital marketing would help to gain much more wider reach by using social media and to gain followers in the trends. The another marketing that is used is experiential marketing, which is in that below the line activities used in which you can do direct mail campaigns, you can give the catalogs, and you can also do the search engine marketing where your site would pop up just in the first pages of the search engines, which is actually quite good for your marketing. The other is field marketing promotions, in where if you have interns or some people who would try and talk to people and resonate with them it would be easier to get that audience. The other thing that is important is public relations. In public relations, you can tie up with the fashion bloggers to promote on their blogs, and you can also have a coherence with the fashion bloggers and the fashion experts who can come and talk in their forums and talk about your own brand. Now, coming to the last part of this, the business analysis is done. Here you can see that I've calculated the total startup expense, which comes to around INR rupees 12,080 lakhs. I've also calculated the total assets, which comes to around 54,000, considering the inventory cost and the cash liquidity that I've put in extra just in case. So the total requirements for the starting of the business is around 57,080 lakhs, which in pounds is 57,800 pounds. This is the profit and loss account. Here we have considered the sales for the first month as 25,000, and the Boulevard and the Downtown brand. The average price for the Boulevard brand is taken as 2,000 rupees. That's around 20 pounds, and for the Boulevard and the Downtown brand is taken as 12,000 rupees. That is 120 pounds. And calculating all the inventory cost and everything, we actually get a net profit in the loss figures of 205,000. But doing the break-even analysis, we have actually got in the 3 months we could recover these things, 3 or 4 months, which is actually quite a good estimate to start this new business. Now coming to the last part, this is the conclusion. As we have seen that the opportunity is huge. There is a good market for the e-commerce. It's ever growing, and it is estimated that by 2021 it would be a multi-billion industry in India. So it's a good opportunity to get in if you have a unique proposition like the customization that we provide. Plus the data collection also told us that it's quite favorable and people actually want to get into this thing. The SWOT analysis actually listed down the weaknesses, but they were quite few compared to the strengths and the opportunities which overshadowed it. The POTUS 5 forces main concern was only threat to new entries. So in order to overcome that, you have to continuously be in the innovation, and you have to have an integration between technology and the customer base to interact with them to know what is going on in the trend, how the fashion is going on, and you have to adapt to it. The marketing can get a good customer base as well, so marketing is a must that has to be carried on, and the tactics should be changed. The financial data also supports the long-term profitability. Whereas this is my last slide, and the action plan for this would be like I would like to start this business in this March. So till then I actually think that it would be easier to start a blog right now in which you can actually coherent, you can get more fashion experts and bloggers to talk about your product, introduce your product, speak to them. Maybe it can be even possible to get an interaction with the premium customers or some angel investors who might be interested in this kind of idea. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now, and thank you for listening to my presentation.